Hey, TruBadger YouTube, how is everyone today? It is 1 o'clock time for us to get our next TruBadger, what we're all about, kickoff YouTube flying. So we're live now, Rhonda.
We are, I
My
know.
name is Deborah Caswell, and I am here with my good friend Rhonda Benbow, who is coming on. She's one of the founders of TruBadger. We're really excited to have her on today, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it on over to you. But we are working this one together today.
Excellent. Deb is like the best wingman slash wingwoman. Like, in fact, I'm probably her wingwoman most of the time. So hey, just saying. Anyway, thanks for watching along, guys. What we want to do is just take you real quick through the TruBadger token opportunity for you. So if you're new to crypto, if you're new to hearing about TruBadger, we're happy to walk you through some things and share some very, very exciting opportunities that we're developing here, and invite you to join us, and invite your friends who might be curious about cryptocurrency and tokens and what that opportunity might bring to you and your personal finances for your dreams and hopes for the future. So
I love that. And if you're seeing us right now on YouTube, it would be awesome if you would give us a subscribe and smash that like, and then go ahead and share us out onto your other social media platforms. Let people know about TruBadger and that we exist. The best thing you can do that, or we can do that, is to ask you to share it out.
And we would appreciate it. So let me first, I'm just going to share my screen, and I'm going to walk you through. I thought there's my friend Truman.
There he is. He's out of this world.
He's the badger with the bestest. So this is our site, TruBadger, TruBadger.io. And once you go to that website, you pretty much have opened up the universe of TruBadger token and all of the things that we are creating and doing. So we'll walk you through this site and share with you some of the meat and potatoes of the opportunity, as well as some of the fun stuff, because we do like to have fun. So on our site, you will find anything and everything you need to know. We have this is the contract address if you're looking to purchase. Here's how you can hook up to Pancake Swap. And along the top here are probably the most exciting, interesting buttons, because this will take you through the bones of the project. So let me take you down through here. You'll always see on our site the actual numbers of where we're at right now. And this, of course, changes like by the minute. So it's a lot of fun to watch and see. And we're very proud of our numbers. We are, what is it, Deb, now? We're 14, we're 34 days old, I guess, maybe.
Is that right? No, we're 30 days. 30, isn't it 30? The 14th to the 14th? June had 30. I don't know.
Yeah,
we launched on the 14th of June, and what a spectacular day that was. So much fun. I want to mention we are just under a $23 million market cap, and what's really fun about this token is on day one, we immediately hit 10 million. We were up to 12, then to 14, dropped to 12, but only stayed there for a very short period of time. Our chart is one to, it's just one to review, right? To envy, absolutely, because it just continues. We have a solid community that holds the line, and we continue to just go up. It's a lot of fun, a lot of fun.
My background is in sales, and I always like to see the charts that go like this. And that's exactly what we're creating here, which is very unique in the space of the cryptoverse, if you will. And so on this site here, we also have all of our social media sites right down the side here. So the best way you can connect to us is to join our Telegram group, which is where you find all the up-to-date, every minute, every second news from TruBadger, and reach out to the community, connect with us. One of the things that all of our token holders say they love best about TruBadger is that community feel that we're creating here. And although, so we have, what is it now? We're at 3,000, token holders, give or take. And every one of it's like this tight knit group of token holders who are committed to the same thing. We want to build wealth. We want to hold on to this token and make sure that we create success for everybody. And so our community is really unique, really, really unique. So
yeah, I love that. And in fact, if you, I'm sure Truman will pop the Telegram link out on our YouTube page. If you'll go ahead and jump into our Telegram, if you've been in any other tokens Telegram groups, you're going to find ours is a lot different than what you're used to. We are, just like Rhonda said, we're a very tight community. We have a lot of fun together, and we're excited to get together and talk about our futures in this token economy. And everybody's welcome. So come join the Telegram when you see that link.
So one of the questions a lot of folks ask is, why TruBadger? Why this name? And we took the path and as we were looking, realized that badgers are very persistent. They're stubborn, they're brave, they are strong, they are resilient. And that is exactly what we want to build in this token and in this opportunity. And so we are very badger-like. And so that's the reason we came up with TruBadger. True because we are dedicated to being honest, fair, and true. And as we do that, you're going to see and feel the confidence that you have in this token project. So our lead badger is named Truman, and you'll see him here on the front of the website. And he's staring off into the distance at this giant who, when we look at the world of the blockchain, it's an overwhelming thing. There's so much to it. You've got these giant Bitcoins and Ethereums and all these giant coins that have been around, and there's so much to it. And it can be very overwhelming and very intimidating. I know for myself, the first time I purchased my first Bitcoin a few years back, it was an odd experience. And so what we've done is we want to take all that fear and anxiety out of it. So yes, this giant is there, and yet Truman and all of the TruBadger community is there to say we can coexist with this giant. We can become very successful because of this blockchain. And we're going to take care of you as you go. So you'll find that if you're new to cryptocurrency and you've never purchased, we actually have a whole group of folks who will walk you through it one-on-one on a Zoom call. Yes. I mean, that's unheard of these days.
It's unheard of in the crypto space for sure, Rhonda.
I think it's unheard of in any business these days.
In a lot of businesses, right? You never do get a hold of a real person a lot of times. And in these tokens, this crypto space is this monster is representing is not only just a scary and overwhelming, completely overwhelming place, but it's also a place where we have found that a lot of scammers exist, right? Even with these new tokens that you see going on places like CoinMarketCap, you'll find that behind the sorry, wow. Can you hear the dog next door? I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
My window there.
He's just scaring off the bad.
He's out fighting the monsters as we speak. Yeah, he heard me say that, and he was like, "Oh, a scammer out there in the crypto space again, really?" And he's attacking them now. But yeah, the reason we really appreciate meeting people where they are and meeting people on Zoom face to face is because we want to know that we're dealing with real people, and more important, we want them to know that we are real people behind this token. So yeah, we have people on with calendars up almost every single day. You can find a Zoom room and you can come in and just ask a question, or you can say, you know what, I've never dabbled in this area before. I don't have any crypto and I don't know where to start. Excellent. We're going to meet you right there. So no matter where you are, we're there to hold your hand all the way through. It's what I love about TruBadger.
I do too. It is absolutely amazing. So on our site, we've got a video that explains our tokenomics. I'm going to show you the key points of our tokenomics. So this is a deflationary reflection DeFi utility token. And that sounds like a big phrase, and some of you may not be familiar with those terms. The genius of the DeFi space is that as you're purchasing a token, you're paying in to funds that help support the marketing and the development funds, and those funds and reflection, which comes back to every token holder. It is the most amazing. It's one of those fascinating models for a business that, you know, if you pay a tax on something, you never see anything out of that tax. In this space with our token, when you're paying into that that fund, you're getting reflection back. You're getting a portion of that return to you. Part of it is going to help us develop the project, and eventually those will potentially go away, because we're going to turn those decisions over to our community to decide. Again, we're going back to that community space. Right now, we're holding steady for 6 months or so. We've got our structure, and it's allowing us to build this really strong foundation. And so we've got a 1 quadrillion token supply. We burn 1% of those every week. That's a lot of fun. We do a live burn party on Wednesday night. So we've got one tonight, and we'd love for you to join us. We have a live DJ most of the time. Tonight, we're actually having a fire dancer. Like,
oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun. And this is another thing we love, right? We come together and we have a party. A lot of tokens do these burns, right? They burn off some of their tokens, but it's just really a burn. It's just
pressing a button.
Pressing a button. It's just click and you're done. And we decided that's boring, and TruBadger isn't boring. So we come together and we have these massive parties. They last, 20 minutes to 40 minutes a week. And we come on Zoom and we take it live on YouTube, and it's really exciting stuff. Rhonda, I wanted to mention that tax, it is really cool. So part of it goes to, 10% every single time somebody swaps in, swaps out, or just moves their tokens, there is a 10% tax that's paid, and it comes in and it helps to fund the utilities behind this project, right? We've seen this before. We've seen people who take 5% of it to reflection and 5% of it, they split it to liquidity, but they don't leave any extra for innovation, right? They talk about these great things that they're going to build, but they can't build those things because they forgot to take into account the business aspect of the token that they put out there. There's a business behind these, you guys. And a lot of these tokens come out and they haven't thought about the business behind it, and they aren't bringing the money in to do any of the things that they want to do. We see some of those tokens out there right now on their weekly AMAs asking for donations from who? Their token holders. What? Well, that supported them in the beginning. That's who was there for them in the beginning. So last people you want to go back to asking for donations. So we've set up our tokenomics to help fix all of that so that we can build an amazing company and share it with our community at the same time through the redistribution, which is the reflection, which we all love to watch our tokens. We buy a certain amount of tokens and then they just grow and grow and grow. Every day you're getting more and more.
As I said, it's an amazing concept. And Deb, when you're talking about how we've structured TruBadger, you're absolutely right. We'll skim through it to the bottom and show you that part of the team, but our team is 15 people strong and growing. And the core team of 15 or 12 to 15 that started this have been together for 4.5, 5 years. We've worked together on projects and businesses. We know business. And as somebody comes up with an idea, they launch it, and they don't know how to run a business. They don't understand you need to have some funds for marketing. That doesn't last forever. It's not necessary forever, but certainly in the beginning, you need to have reserves so you can build new projects. So that's where the um, the I've lost the word. The development,
Yeah.
the development fund comes in so that we can build it. So again, we're talking about that strong foundation of a token that's going to last and last. And Deb, you talked a little bit earlier about looking at charts. If you've seen charts from other tokens, especially in the DeFi space, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, and then a lot of them just go down. And then like you never hear from them again. And that's not us. We're going to be here for a long time. And we've got 3 projects. We're already one that should be launched by the end of the month. Second one that will follow very quickly after that. And another one like right behind it. So when we talk about the projects, they're real projects. The first is something called Catapult Swap. Then there is an NFT project. So these are all lined up and we are ready to go. And that's because we were building this foundation and we're business people. So we understand what it takes to do that. So one of the fun things as well is we put 2.5% of the fee goes to contests. And when we run a contest in the community, we also, whoever wins it gets to choose a charity that we match that contribution and pass that forward. So we do, I like to call us the token with heart because I think that really, that resonates with me.
Yeah.
And it is making a real business, real difference. So we've got our redistribution we've got contests, we've got the liquidity fund, which is hyper important because that's where the base and that foundation of strength comes from. And then the LP, which is locked away for 90 days. Some people say, why only 90 days? Because things change, right? 90 days from now, if we locked ourselves into, say, a pancake swap and pancake swap ran into an issue and all of a sudden went away, we would be trapped. We wouldn't have anywhere to go and launch. We wouldn't be able to go sell anywhere. So we're taking it, we're setting it in stone for 90 days, and then we're adjusting it as we need to and as we go so that we can grow. We have an anti-whale policy feature where we're making sure that no one can come in, swoop in, purchase up a boatload of tokens, and then dump them. It's called a pump and dump, and it has been done over and over and over again. We had that problem on day one, and we had to resort things out and start over again. But that's the reason we discovered Catapult Swap so that we've got an anti-bot, whale function built into everything that we do.
Yeah. And to pull on that thread just a little bit. So day one, right, we were coming out to launch. In fact, we were supposed to launch a week before we actually did launch. And the reason we didn't is because we pressed that button and Peter loaded up the liquidity. And the next thing you knew, some bot came in and started running, took us up to over a $30 million market cap in seconds. And Peter, luckily, being the businessman that he is, recognized it right away because he's watched these bots work before, and he's watched tokens get taken completely out by these bots, and the people, their communities that were so excited about the token, suddenly they can't get it at the price that they had wanted, not even close, because these bots took it up so far and then ran it down into the ground. And a lot of those tokens didn't end up continuing. They stopped, it killed them. So he knew what he was watching for. He was able to stop. And then we came back to the community who was so excited to launch that day. And we said, guys, we need to do something. Like, this is not okay that a bot can come in and do this. And in fact, we came together and said, how can we fix this? This is something that has to be fixed. So not only did we stop our launch that day, but then we took a week, we found some people, we developed a project. This will be our first project that we launched that is called Catapult Swap. And it's a pre-swap. And it's a pre-swap to keep you away from the whales, away from the bots that are going to come in and do this. And as a matter of fact, we put that into place. We went ahead and let our pre-community in. We swapped, we did some swapping. They got some early tokens. And then when we launched, it wasn't as, what's the word? It didn't,
we weren't as tempting to the bots because we already had this foundation.
We already had this foundation. And so we'll be rolling that out, not to use ourselves, but to find other tokens that want to launch, that want to get away from the bots as well. So that's once again what Truman is all about, right? Is helping in this big, enormous crypto space with these giant monsters that are out there, and helping to tame the monsters and to help the little guys win, right? Truman is the little guy. Truman is all of us.
He is. And I think, well, I know this, when you see us roll out these projects, they're all problems that we saw and said, this is not acceptable. This is taking people's hard-earned money and having it washed away. Not acceptable. This is too convoluted, too complicated. Let's find a solution and make it simpler. And that's what Truman and TruBadger is all about. When we come out with something, it's going to be because we saw a problem and we have found a way to improve the system and make it easier, more profitable, more beneficial to everyone. And so we are, oh, there we go. We've got another video that explains our tokenomics. About 2 minutes long. So it's super easy for you to read or to watch. This is our roadmap. It takes you through everything that we have done already. When I look at this, I go, yeah, we did do all, well, we did that. We did that, done. And we've almost, here it is, June, done all of it. July, we're gonna check all of these off by the end of the month. And then we just continue on. So if you're curious about what's coming in the future, this timeline here, the roadmap, will always give you a peek into what's coming for you in the future with your TruBadger. This is a downloadable white paper, although I'd like to say ours is blue because white wasn't good enough. We have like boring. And this really gives you a deep dive into all of the tokenomics, all of the bits and pieces. We talk about the governance, which again is something that, oops, my computer is being very finicky. When after 6 or so months, we will be implementing what's called governance. And basically we're turning the major decisions over to the community to help make those calls. It's not just us. It's not these 15 or 20 people who are running this organization. It is all of us. It is community. And so when we say community, we mean it, man, because as a token holder, you too will have the opportunity to direct TruBadger's future and make sure that we're taking your hard-earned tokens and your well-held tokens, and we're growing them the way you'd like to see them grow. So we talk about governance, we talk about reflection. Deb already spoke to the reflection part of it, where it's, if you're into the traditional cryptocurrency, a coin like a Bitcoin, you can stake those coins, which is kind of like saying, okay, you hold on to this for 2 years or whatever, and I'm not going to touch it, but I'm going to earn some reflection back. I'm going to earn something back for saying I'm not selling. With our model, if you're a token holder, you're going to gain reflection, even no matter whether you hold it forever or a short time.
And
you know you're going to hold it
wallet
for a long time because we've got such strong projects that we know you're going to hold on to it for a long time. But that reflection gets paid on every sale, on every purchase, every sale, every purchase, every sale, every purchase. And all of that, as Deb said, that reflection gets sprinkled out amongst all of the token holders. And you see your account grow, you see your tokens grow, and without even having to purchase more. So you're going to see those numbers grow, and it's a lot of fun to watch. Deb.
Oh, Rhonda. Can you, my internet keeps zipping out. So I apologize about that. If you noticed, I don't think anybody did actually, but I did want to mention that we did, you might've said this while I couldn't hear you, but we did just hold our very first community vote, right? So governance right there. And we didn't even have the tools in place to make that vote happen. But as soon as we had something we were going to vote on, which by the way, the vote was whether or not we should go to another exchange, which I know Rhonda's going to talk about in a moment. And so in order to hear from our community and find out how do they really feel about this, we actually went and built the tool so they could actually get their vote in so that we could see how the community really felt about it. So even before we have put our community governance in place, we have built the tools to allow us to do a piece of that, which is giving the community a voice. And I think that's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. And I respect that so much. I am a token holder, a proud token holder. And I'm also one of the founders of the organization. So it's this core team of us that have started this. But I'm so proud of this team and this project and of TruBadger, and my heart is with it. Not just because, I'm one of the founders, but because I believe in it. And I know our team, every single one of us feels the exact same way. It just tickles me because we're just doing everything right and treating people, the way they deserve to be treated. And
yes, that's just it.
It is amazing. So you'll see we go all the way through it. Here's a really quick snapshot of this transaction fee, which 4% goes to liquidity, 3% to reflection, 1% to the manual burn, which we do tonight at 7 o'clock. Join us on our YouTube channel right here where you are right now. Come back at 7. A lot of fun. Just saying. 7 Pacific time.
7 p.m. Pacific time. Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun. I did hear that Humble G the Fiddler, our DJ, is going to join us tonight as well. So we're really excited about that. He is one of our token holders. Love that.
We've got some interesting token holders. Very, very cool. So then we're, of course, setting aside 1% for marketing and then 1% for innovation and development. And again, that goes to talking about the importance of setting up a business plan that just makes sense. Let me see if I can close this out.
We do have a question out on the YouTube page that Truman asked me to address. So let me just have a look. James Clark asks, if one has additional resources to invest after investing in TruBadger, curious if future TruBadger projects will have additional investment opportunities or just the investment of more token itself now. So in answer to that question, one of our projects is Catapult Swap. We're going to be releasing that soon. And as we bring on new tokens, brand new tokens, as we bring on vetted tokens to be a part of Catapult Swap, there will be an opportunity for current token holders in just bringing those tokens through. More information on that is coming, but just by being a TruBadger token holder, yes, there will be lots of opportunities as we move forward and continue to bring on more partners and do more of the things that we're planning on doing. So you always want to keep a little TruBadger in your wallet. Hold it for the reflection, hold it for the future opportunities. Absolutely brilliant. By the way, I don't know if we mentioned, you're going to be surprised.
Oh, she froze. I'm hanging on every word, but she is frozen. So I'll take this opportunity while she's frozen to let you know too that our audit came through with flying colors, and you can take a peek at that as well here. So the blockchain is brilliant because everything is on the up and up. Everything is visible. Everything is transparent. And so as you click through this and you see the white paper and the contract audit, and you look at all of the activity, you've got complete visibility. So you know what's going on at any time. So Deb, what fascinating thing were you going to say?
The fascinating thing is whether you have a little bit of TruBadger tokens or a lot of TruBadger tokens, you are earning every single day reflection And did you hear the part about future opportunities with TruBadger? You heard that.
Yeah.
So what's awesome is just, keep hold of some of these so that you can be a part of those opportunities as we move forward. Absolutely.
I'm always worried about Truman standing there under with all this water coming at him all the time. Does he get like curly hair? Or never mind. Okay. So if you keep going through the site, here is a section just on how to step through and purchase, acquire some TruBadger. And as Deb and I spoke about earlier, these steps, it's like a foreign language. So if it's new to you and you need some help, no problem. You come to us in our Telegram group and we will find I call them our wallet wonders. They just one-on-one in a Zoom will walk you through it. So here is the first set of suspicious looking characters of our founding team. And this speaks to the incredible background and diversified skill set that all of us have. Each one of us on the team brings so much depth and so much character. So we've got Peter Gantner, who's has been in Forbes magazine. He's had product that's been in the McDonald's Happy Meal. I mean, who do you know that's got something that's been that successful? We've got Doug Kyle, who is the founder of Digibot, which is a trading bot for cryptocurrency. Amazing. Corey Moran, who is a wizard at marketing and graphic design and that inspiration too. He's a good person down to the soul.
Absolutely.
I hope he's not watching because I've never said it. We've got Dawn Clifton, who her mind is, it's so deep. She's a genius in her thought process, and she thinks full circle, and she looks under every nook and cranny, and then she gets it done. Her experiences in software and development, but boy, she brings so much more to the table. And then there's me.
Who is absolutely amazing in her own right. And we are so lucky to have Rhonda definitely as one of our founding members. And the graphics that she puts together as well. I know graphics is under Corey and that's his background, but man, you should see what Rhonda can put out too. So we really so appreciate Rhonda and all of her.
My background's more in sales and marketing in general. And so it's fun. In a startup company, you always find ways and places where you get to try something new, and everyone just rolls up our sleeves and we get it done. So if there's a need, one of us says, I can figure that out. And we've got a little saying in the team. It's like, Google it. So if we don't know, we figure it out every single time. We've got some frequently asked questions, and I want to, before we go too long, I want to take you over to PooCoin. And I have to say this again, PooCoin.
Yeah, you heard that right.
To be able to say PooCoin. So PooCoin is a chart or a database that has all these tokens on it. And so if you go to PooCoin.app, you can plug in TruBadger and take a look at our chart. So as we said, we launched on June 14th. Mm-hmm. And on that day, we started, shot up to 10, then 12, then 14, then took a bit of a dip, and then we just kept growing. So if you look at this chart as we go, it has been a pretty impressive look at how we are growing. And we analyze this. Doug Kyle from Digibot, oh my goodness, he analyzes this and figures out ways for us to maximize it and make sure that we are taking care of every single one of our holders and watching your backs.
Well, that's one of the brilliant things too, when you do look at the chart from a distance, when you can pull the whole chart into the frame, and you can see that first day where we ran up, and then we've just kept up above that all these days later. We do have a community of traders that came into this space. And that community of traders is always watching for a good dip, right? And so when there's a dip, we've got a group of people who are coming in and buying the dip, buy the dip. So this chart will look a lot different than charts that you've seen with other tokens for sure.
Very much so.
Just because of our experience here. I will say this too. We talk about the crypto side. There is a kind of a scary side out there too. We have had a few of our members who have had somebody's gotten a hold of their wallet. So you can see these crazy weird dips. It's almost 90% of the time that is from somebody that accidentally gave up the keys to their wallet. And we're working very hard to help each of our members understand how not to get into that position. And by the way, that's if you look at other tokens, that's a big thing. It happens all the time. I would venture to guess that it's happened less for our group than it's happened for others, but I don't know those figures.
Okay. Well, we like to say charts don't lie. And if you were to go out and look at some other the DeFi tokens that are out there, as we said, you would find major, highs, and then they call it a pump and dump, where, whales come in, they purchase it, take it up here, and then everybody who purchased along with those whales all of a sudden loses everything because they dump it and sell it and walk away. So we are always looking at things from every viewpoint. And again, it's the diversity of our team. We've got folks that are really so skilled at understanding and watching this and having our backs. So
absolutely,
we are I don't want to take up too much time. We're running a little bit, as I would expect, because I do love to chat.
Yeah,
I'm going to show you one thing, because you need to see this. This is our Telegram chat. And if you are new to cryptocurrency, you may not know a lot about Telegram, but this honestly is where everything happens. And this is the community where you can go in here and you can type in and see what the numbers are today. You can type and say, I need support. You can just post a funny meme. Here's our fire
breather for tonight.
Fire breather for tonight. Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. So we do have a lot of fun. There's a ton of people here to help. We've got a member, 5,700 plus members in this group, and it's very active, never boring. And there's always someone to help. There's always somebody who can reach out and help you understand what's going on. And it moves pretty fast, but it's also a lot of fun.
Yes.
So we are all about connecting with our token holders and keeping everybody as safe as possible, teaching everyone at every step that as we grow. We are serious about the projects that we're creating. And as we've spoken about Catapult Swap, which will be launched in a few weeks. That to me is exciting. And I already know that there are several new tokens that are looking at this and going, oh, please help me, because they don't want to see their token project get washed away by bots. And it's going to feel so good to be able to help other startups who are qualified and smart and have a great plan get off to that solid start that we did. So it's a very good thing. So
it's a very good thing. I want to remind everybody that we're going to be back here at 3 o'clock this afternoon Pacific time. That is in just an hour and for 15 minutes away. That's just coming right up. Hey, if you want to bring a friend,
just stay on here until
just stay on. Absolutely. bring a friend. You can bring them into the Zoom call. You can bring them to the Facebook page. Show them what we've got. Have them come on over and take a look. Join our Telegram, you guys. We want to meet you. We want to meet you where you are and help you become a TruBadger token holder. We're super excited to welcome you on into the group.
And you do not need to be a token holder to join our Telegram chat. As Deb said, boy, come in and ask the questions and figure out what this is all about, and determine when you want to jump in and how you're going to do it. And we will walk you through and help you at every step. So thank you very, very much for spending a little bit of time with us. And we so appreciate you giving us your time and taking a look at TruBadger. I know when you do your research and take a good look at it, which everybody needs to do, always do your own research and determine, is this a good fit for me and for my goals? And we know once you do that, I think you're going to see this as a solid project, and you're going to want to get involved and be a part of the team and a part of the family. So thank you very much. We appreciate your time. Come back and join us at 3 if you would have other questions that have come to mind, and or join our Telegram group. We are always here, and we look forward to seeing you and welcome you into the TruBadger token family.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rhonda. You're amazing. See you back at 3. Oh, we go live on Coin Tiger at what, 2 a.m.?
Yes. Yes. 2 a.m.
Watch for us there.
Oh. I'm going to stay awake for that, but I should. Actually, we work 24/7 around here, so we probably will be awake. I don't know.